Morning shine. It's your boy Marky Saint. Let's get it. All the energies around me. Are you shining with me? Let's get it. Boom! Baby! Boom! Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. We got the American flag behind me here. And today, we're going to talk about the gun addiction in America. And after this recent shooting, 19 children down, 2 adults, teachers, students, people, innocents. It's constantly getting killed because of addiction. And this morning I'm gonna talk about it because it's one of my most controversial subjects. But every time I talk about gun addiction, my phone blows the fuck up. Kind of like this dude and his gas mileage right now. It just goes all the way to the core of something. And that's what we're talking about. We put it in today saying, you're not mature enough or you're not grown enough until you realize your responsibility to accountability. And unfortunately, a lot of us want to live like we're Peter Pan, as if none of our things have consequences. And this morning, we reached our consequences. This morning, we read something and found out that there are consequences for gun addiction. And today, I'm getting this real quick. Let me hop in the car. We're going to talk about just how bad addictions hurt our futures. And a lot of people think that they can have what they want without consequence. And much to all of us adults, we already know there's a lot of consequences. Today, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about consequences that all of us have had in our lives from actions that we've taken. I can't believe it. I finally get to my car and like 3 people are coming. Oh, I love this life. I love this life, man. Let me get my seatbelt on. Some morning marijuana motivation. I'm skipping the marijuana this morning. I didn't have anything rolled, and I've been switching my patterns anyway. You know, the new pattern is to stop with the negatives, it's to stop having less control and start having more discipline. That's what we're going to be talking about today anyways, the discipline of it. We'll do something counterproductive to our goals and health. It's kind of like I've been quitting sugar too, man. Sugar's been tough on your boy Saint. I'm just going to say it right now. Sugar's been one of the toughest ones for me to overcome. And as I find more of myself, control over myself, I realize there's a lot of things that are outside of my control. And children's safety is one of them. I thought it to be horribly ironic that Texas and all the guns that they had, it only took one gun to unprotect their child. And I know everybody always uses protection. That's what addiction is, It's like, I will fight you to get my buzz, I'd have to like physically fight you outside of the bar and wrestle you and subdue you to get you not to go into another gambling establishment, or not to go inside the bar, or slapping the cupcake out your mouth, or slapping the cigarette out of your hand. I would have to assault you almost damn near to get your attention with some of these things. And unfortunately, that's what's happening. Unfortunately, we do that shit all the fucking time. We do things to hurt not to hurt ourselves, not necessarily to hurt ourselves, to lie to ourselves. Let's just call it the real truth. It's a lie. You're lying to yourself that you're saying you're protecting your family with your gun, when most of these guns are shooting the kids at home when you're not around. And you're like, I thought this was about school shootings. It's about all shootings. The things are a weapon. Gun is a different noun that kind of softens it. It's like global warming. It just sounds like it's just warming. No, it's overheating. And instead of calling it global overheating, we call it warming. like it's a warming environment to us, that it's a warming hug, it's a heartfelt, warm cookie from your grandma. They're lying to us. They're placating us. They're softening the blow, and we're allowing it to happen. We're calling them guns because we don't want to call them weapons. We don't want to call them what they really are, a killing machine. They are designed to kill people. It's almost like we're walking around with a guillotine in our back pocket. The guillotine doesn't cut fruit. It doesn't cut fruit at all. It's a very ineffective fruit cutter, very effective human cutter. And so is a weapon. So are these guns. You can call them guns. That's just a fancy name for a weapon. Same like cocaine. Cocaine's a fancy name for dopamine, right? Or synthetic dopamine, I should say. And that's what we end up doing. We end up trying to look for sources outside of us to protect stuff that's inside of us. It's so weird that I'm gonna like look at, I just saw a Starbucks sign. I'm gonna look at Starbucks and think they're benign. That Starbucks has my better interest at heart? I doubt it. Do you know that they're trying to keep me healthy and financially healthy? I doubt it. But that's what we do. We keep doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. My friends are sitting there telling me about how dangerous Vegas is, or I mean, America is. And he's from Italy. So he's in Echo Park in California. He's an old man, old, small, like 60 pounds soaking wet, small, just a small man. But to go from Beverly Hills, you had to get through Echo Park, eh? And he's telling me this, and he's like, you know this Echo Park? And I'm like, yeah, man, that's world famous. Everybody knows Echo Park. Why do you know it? Because it's a pretty dangerous place. And exactly. That's what kind of name we're getting. We're under the disguise that we're safe. We want to put out the lie that America's safe and free. We're not. We have so many forms of control, so many ways to arrest you, so many ways to lose your financial freedom in life. It's not even funny. And we wonder what's happening. We're wondering how crazy people get the guns. We're sitting there going like, how's that possible? I'm already taking care of myself, and when we forget, you sleep. I guess I'm not. That's what's happening. We're being watched while we sleep by people. We've stopped respecting mental health and people of weakness. We're like, that's your fucking problem. Deal with it. And the way they deal with it, the way that mental ill people deal with their problems, we've already seen. Hell, we already know what we do with our addictions. We double down. Oh, we got a gun problem? Give everybody a gun. Everybody already has a gun? It's still a gun problem? Yes. Yes, it is. Because you're under the guise that there are no lies. That guns don't kill, they just protect. And only the people that have the guns are the murderers. Or it's the person that's behind it. The guy, my friend, associate, he's got to get pegged down a friend because of this post, but he doubled down on stupidity. Not only do I not hear from him when I call him, but, you know, he's the guy that's got a gun in his photo, got the car, right? Fixed his credit. He's that guy, right? His new shoes, everything's immaculate, except for his mind hasn't tapped in. Literally, children are dead, and you're like, you don't blame the car when there's a car accident. And I'm like, oh my God, you ignorant piece of shit. You doubled down on your ignorance. You reinforced your stupidity. When I had to get an unwanted abortion, I had to realize that I was part of the problem, right? Like, it's not that there's access to abortion, right? There's not that there's less access to abortion, right? The access and the non-access wasn't the issue. The issue was the way we talk to each other, relationship skills, communication skills. You can say whatever you want to say, but as soon as you put it in the hands of somebody else, it's going to be onto their mentality, their political views, the way they vote and act. You know, I am okay. Well, I'm not okay with stupidity, but I'm okay with learning something. You know, I'm okay with changed behavior. You know, you're looking at day 2, no masturbation, no. I almost said alcohol. I haven't drank in a long time, but no sugar and no bullshit. Right? Like, I gotta focus, and not just I gotta focus. I need to have some self-control. You know, by the time I can get multiple guns, and I mean, I love my stepdad. He's got like 50 plus guns. You don't even use them. It just becomes a collector item. And it's not just a collector item. It's a weapon that sits around. It's weapons. And as much as he likes to hunt, and he actually uses it for hunting, right? He's actually still in the gun club, right? Like, when you're in it, not just him, but people in general, they're still in this is my rifle, this is my gun, you know, never let it leave my side. I swear and double down by my addiction. Yeah, dude, I could swear and double down by my anger. I could totally just say, man, fuck her, she was wrong, she was this, she was that, point, and then quickly realize that I've given away my accountability. Quickly realized that I've given away my power base and started putting it on someone else, right? It's just so much easier to just say, you're the one. You're the problem, not me. No, we are the problem. As long as we keep thinking that guns are going to keep us safe, we're out of our fucking minds. I said it the other day about abortions, like having to have a waiting period, dude. Like, you got to have a real background check. I need 3 days to know you right in the head. I need 3 more days to make sure that I talk to all your friends and family to make sure you're right in the head. I don't just take your word for it. And then you got to go through a background check. Let's check your background. Are your friends and family going to tell me something about you that I need to know? Why is it so easy for you to get access to this much power? I only want powerful people to have that much power, and then even then they're corrupt. Power is a trip, dude. It's same like addiction. It'll get you feeling like you need it. It's like our egos, right? I need a gun so I feel protected. My buddy's in Brazil right now. His guns are sitting in the closet, dude. How protected is he? He doesn't. He had to go grab a buck knife and a backpack and get over the delusion that you're going to live forever. Get over the lie that you can protect yourself. You didn't protect your family. There it is, Texas. You guys didn't protect your family. And not just Texas, but anybody in these situations, y'all didn't step up. And now it's like looking around for somebody to blame for your decision, right? If I chose to have a gun in the house, right? If I chose to keep a gun in the house, I also choose whatever responsibility comes with it. If I choose my anger, I also choose whatever responsibility comes with it. If I'm constantly choosing a sugar high, then I got to choose the responsibility that comes with it. I don't know how people keep thinking they're going to dodge responsibility. That's really weird. You know, it is the thing that reminds us to stay disciplined, because an unchecked heart, or, a hungry heart always eats what it wants, right? An unchecked diet, for sure going to kill you. An unchecked anger management issue was for sure killing me. I can't constantly eat the ice cream and not expect a bigger belly. I can't possibly expect not to buy a gun and something won't get shot. That's the issue right there. Why are we still shooting each other? I'm just curious, like, are we afraid that our police can't handle it? Well, we keep handing them more guns, more supplies, bigger everything, and it still ain't stop shit. They're just outside for 40 minutes talking about how they were gonna stop shit. Instead of actually stopping shit, they're just outside, and you're just like, why are you getting paid all this money? And how are you gonna? What did the dude do the other day? He tased himself and set him on fire. Talk about instant karma. He set himself on fire. The guy went to go tase a suspect, and in a sneaky move, if you watch the whole video, he's hiding behind 2 columns, not once, but twice, like sneaking up on this guy and trying to catch his breath, runs up, tackles him, instead of talking to him or any of that. Just total aggressive behavior. And what did his aggression get him? More aggression. We can't possibly expect our addiction to fix the topic. It's the thing that got us there. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you get there, that's what you rung. You rung what you brung. You're in the show. And most people don't want to go there. They don't want to talk about how their decision got them to where they are. They want to blame. They want to say it's the guy that's holding the gun. Nah, dude, anybody can hold a gun. We're just figuring that out. You know, like when the child finds your gun and tries to emulate you and ends up shooting his friend. You're like, how? Oh, well, we'll put a key lock on this gun. Apparently not. Shit, man, you can get your mom to give you a ride and go shoot people in the street, get away with it. If you're a little white boy, Kyle Rittenhouse, like, and then you're gonna be Mr. I'm gonna get on TV shows and brag about gun rights. You're tripping, bro. You're about as bad as Amber Heard, bro. Thinking that by getting your name out there, as long as you are on TV, that it must be working. Again, here we are on TV and it ain't working. How embarrassing are we as Americans to the world on a regular basis, showing our asses off? Everybody's like, oh yeah, land of the free, till they come into a church and shoot you. Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, it's not cool to happen in Palestine either. This isn't like a personal American issue. I'm just talking about American addiction. I could call about Palestine addiction. Their addiction to hate, and constantly like battling. It's not just them. It's not just them. It's Israel too. It's this commitment to the hate, right? And hate only begots hate. So that's what we end up doing. We don't have any Mahatma Gandhis to show us the way. We don't have anybody to show us peaceful resistance. No, we only got violent resistance. That's all I had in my repertoire. I didn't have a sit down, shut up, Mark. No. I got amp it up and let's fucking go ham. And not always the technique, right? Not always the technique. It's not always the technique to just guns. It's like giving more cocaine to get over your cocaine addiction. That's what we do. We get 3D printed guns. We'll get stolen guns. We'll get automatic weapons. You know, these things are out there and nobody's shooting. They say like this is supposed to keep us from tyranny from the government. That's like us shooting a pea shooter at a nuclear bomb. Our governments have way better weapons like rail guns and magnetic things and drones. And you're talking about, again, stupidity. Like, I'm gonna just shoot you. That's what I love about the drones. They made us look stupid. They made us look stupid. You went and built billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars in infrastructure. I went down to $1 a drone so I can just take you out. You know, it's the measles inside the dragon. You know, most people don't know what I'm talking about, but if you look very carefully and you watch, hear me now when I say that, feel me now, go watch the Sword in the Stone, and homeboy, the lady turns into the mumps. That's right, Merlin turns into the mumps and gets the girl she turns into a dragon. She huffs and puffs and smashes everything. But just like we saw, we can huff and puff our economy, but something minuscule, microscopic, the size of a virus, put us all to our knees. Something minuscule like mental unhealth, and nobody checked in on it. You know, like I keep saying, it's hard for you to build a car bomb if people are checking in on you, right? It's hard to be the Unabomber if you have somebody going like, hey, what you been up to? Why you got lead pipes on the table? I haven't heard from you in 6 months. No, you become more antisocial. You definitely ain't gonna get laid. So you definitely ain't gonna relax. And the only thing you get is your thoughts, your anger, another addiction. Like, they're so linked. And here we are, day after all these kids get shot. And how many people are gonna run and get a gun? Are you gonna give your kid a gun? Can we arm our children? Can we arm our teachers? Everybody just keeps going, add more guns to the situation. And it's just like putting opium in the arms of a crackhead. You know, we aren't helping the situation, right? You know, giving them Suboxone instead of heroin. And Suboxone turned out to be another form of heroin. Seemed like Adderall. It's speed, bro. It literally looks like methamphetamines. Yes, let's give this to our children. It's the fucking sugar in the can. That's why they had to pull them out of the schools. Like 7-Eleven and Coca-Cola always having their hands inside the school, inside of our kids' health. And that's what we do. We want to ignore our own responsibility because that's what addicts do, right? We only want to feel what we feel. I want to feel powerful. Give me my gun. I want to feel safe. Give me my gun. I want to be able to protect my family. Give me a gun. And yet that's what we gave you. We gave you a gun. Hell, we gave you 4. And the dude even had another gun in his thing. And then the fugitives, they wanted a shootout. You're giving everybody guns like they're birthday cakes, and you wonder why nobody's making a wish. My wish is for people to wake up, knowing that you don't have control over your life. There ain't gonna be you're still in the accident. That's so funny. He blamed the car. That's what we do, dude. In Tesla, I think it was one in Manhattan that just got in a really bad accident in the middle of Manhattan. Yes, we do blame the cars, and we are blaming the guns. You know, you can say it's the user behind the wheel. It could be the fucking robot. You're still in control of the wheel. It is your job to keep your eye on the road and stay awake. If you don't want to do that, then you're already outside of the bounds of what we consider safe for other people. And that's what we had to figure out with ourselves. It's like, am I really safe, or am I pretending to be safe? Am I really going to be protecting my family, or am I endangering my family? By putting this gun into the game, I have engaged everyone that's around me in unsafety. And I've been to safety course. I've been to gun safety course. It wasn't that hard. I was like 10 years old, right? Like, but don't point at anything you don't plan on shooting or killing. And it's just killing. It wasn't the word shooting, it was killing. Don't point at anything you don't plan on killing. And that's the point. It's like, why are we planning on killing anything? We're so far away from killing mammoths with our spears. What are you killing? Well, I'm not in the Ukraine and I'm not at war, okay? And last I checked, when walking around town, really not at war, but we created a war zone. I was in watching about Philadelphia, and the dudes firing in broad daylight, in the middle of daylight. It matters no time, school, daylight, whatever. Philadelphia, Texas. And they're shooting them like a gun down situation, and then you get more scared, and then you double down on more guns. It's so weird to me. It's like, how is that the solution? How did we get in the way where we were like, the only thing that's going to save us is the thing that got us in the situation? And one of the things about change is nothing changes. So here we are. I'm glad fucking Steve Kerr said something on the basketball. Fuck basketball. Fuck the finals. I'm sick of saying my heart goes out to you. You know, that's all I can do. My heart goes out to you. Till it's my kid, then my heart goes out the window, you know? And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at, is our addiction worth the cost of life? That's what we do over here at Saints Addiction. I had to ask myself, is my pattern worth my existence? Is the thing that I keep compulsory doing to hurt myself the way to get out of hurting myself? And the truth is, it's not. It's just not worth it. And it never will be. And that's the thing that's always so weird about addiction, is it's such a liar. It's always going to convince us that it's coming to save us and make us feel better and be our best friend. And it's like the bitch that does that. That's the mean girl. She's our friend. Oh my God. But you don't call me for my birthday. You talk shit about me behind my back. And then all of a sudden we're supposed to be friends. Oh my God. And it's just like, that's not what real friends are. Real friends are there to be with the good news and the bad news. That's what a real friend is. But we don't have real friends. We have associates. We have people that conveniently like us when they want to or need us, right? There's no loyalty in it anymore. So now we become even more self-reliant, instead of waiting on our neighbors to come save us or help us out. Now we're just all by ourselves. And And lonely is definitely going to breed unsafety, right? You're talking about with Kevin Samuels after this COVID thing, when people were like running out of food and shit. You're going to want some protection. You're going to want some manpower and man sense around you while you're inside the Walmart. I need your ass. I don't need your ass. I make my own money. I don't need no man. Bro, I need a team. Fuck your man shit. I need a team. I need a triple force fucking A-team motherfucking, you name it, bro. But nobody wants to play team. They don't want to sacrifice anything to be on the team. And that's what's so weird about it. It's like, we're sacrificing your children's lives, our safety, our future, our namesake to the world and to our children. They're our namesake. And we're sacrificing it. We're sacrificing children's lives to placate our addiction. It's something always being sacrificed. Either you're sacrificing your time, your health, or your wealth. Like the most important things, dude. And that's what they don't tell you in marketing. They just want the sale. Hell, if I care what you do with your porn, just go ahead, keep masturbating. I'll just keep getting the sale. And I don't care if you're lonely. I don't care if you're never going to have children. I don't care if you never make love again. I'll just keep taking your time and your seed and your intimacy. And we're like, it's a cheap price. Porn's free. What's my energy worth? Everything. What's your time worth? Everything. What's your child's life worth? And now we're here. We're here in the real conversation where we're like, oh shit, is my gun worth my child's life? I'm asking you again, is your gun worth your child's life? And of course you're going to say no. You better say no. And here's the worst part, is you might even hem and haw about it. You go, yeah, man, I want what I want. You're not going to have both. I'm going to make the trigger and ask you if you're going to keep your guns or not. What are you going to do about it? And the truth is we got to do something about it, you know? We got to start making a choice, really, you know? Keep doubling down on our addictions, right? The thing that got us there, the thing that keeping us there, the ones that mass shootings on a regular basis, you know? It looks bad. It is bad. It is the wrong way. And yet, here we are. I mean, sure, everyone woke up this morning because they have kids and they work hours and they don't care. I'll get up at 5, 6, 7 a.m. I'll come feed my kids. I'll go out of my way. Other people's kids. We love children. We love our future. The whole point is to have life on this planet and protect that life. And the worst part of the guys is that the gun's supposed to be that protection. And it's not. It didn't protect anybody. Your gun's on your hip while your kids are at school. I know your home is vacant from 9 to 5, you bitch. That's what fucking Kendrick Lamar. You're out there busting your ass to buy another TV, and I'm just lifting up the window and taking it from you. That's what it looks like. And let me just, like, what? What happened to spending time with family? You know, I hollered at him, but I saw it in his eyes yesterday when I was talking with my boy Mark, who owns the company, the print company. And I'm filming and all this stuff, and he looked me directly in the eyes and goes, I've been doing this since I was 13, bro. That's 42 years of the same shit over and over again. There's not enough money you can hand me. Like, I can't hand you, okay, well, your child died, here you go, I'm Remington, here's $1 billion. Bro, you better bring me back my child with not a fucking hair out of place. I can't even fucking stop crying in the morning, and I didn't even get to see my child be born. You feel me? Like, I'm still a father inside. Like, I can't believe I couldn't protect my own child. It's killing me inside. I cannot imagine these parents. It's not imaginable. What I'd like us to imagine, and I always talk about imagination manifestation, what I'd like us to imagine is imagine a world that we have gun control, where we have impulse control, where we have control over our addictions. Imagine that world. And it's not hard, because you can go, again, to Japan, where they make the process of getting a gun so goddamn hard. And we're like, don't make it hard on us to get guns. Make it hard on the felons to sell crack. Let's hand out 10, 20, 30-year prison sentences. Go ahead, dude. Do the 3 strikes, you're out. Find out what happens. We still are incarcerated. The world over. We have the world's largest incarceration rate, bro. Like, that's embarrassment. We're only 350 million people. Only, dude. There are other people, 2 billion in China. How does China not have gun issues? How come they're not shooting each other left, right, straight? Oh, they're not available to do that. Okay, cool. Really hard to give yourself Suboxone unless it's prescribed. Okay, cool. Really hard to get oxytocin unless it's prescribed. Okay, cool. That's my point. There it is. We driving people to the addiction. We're like, no. We want you to just keep having the same problems, keep buying guns, and keep having the same shootouts. And we won't say nothing. We'll just go by, same cycle, new cycle. Everybody keeps talking about it. Everybody's hearts and prayers, forgets that everything happens, and another shooting happens. Nothing is happening. Everyone's screaming, Steve Kerr, nothing's happening. What are we doing? The other guy, you're not doing anything, Abbott, whatever, Texas governor. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting here talking. I can sit here and talk because I'm in the fucking traffic and I do a fucking morning show. That's it, dude. Like, other than that, I'm not talking. I'm being about it. I don't own a gun. And I'm not on sugar, and I'm not on masturbation, and I'm not on anger either. I have other addictions I gotta quit. What are you gonna quit? When are we gonna quit? And that's when it's gonna blow up. Everybody's gonna be like, you know what the fuck you're talking about. Bro, you are 50% more likely to be shot by a gun by having a gun. That's just statistics. It's not personal. This isn't my political view. This just means that if it's around, it can be used. And that's what people are doing. I need a rake. Where's my rake? Okay, cool. It can be used. Can my rake something without me touching it? No. Can a rake kill somebody? Probably. Is it what it's intended for? No. It's intended to rake things. It's a bad killing implementation tool. But guns are the perfect tool for killing. That's what it was designed for. It's not designed to get your heart rate down. It's not designed to rake up the leaves. It's designed to kill. And that's exactly why it's called a weapon. Things that kill things we call weapons. We don't give them buzzwords like guns or a noun or something fancy. That's not it at all. This is the real. This is us really, really addicted to, you know, our cars, our trucks. You know, I got the guy with the sideburns and the fucking Oakleys here and the truck. And he's a stereotypical dude. Should I show him off? He's the stereotypical dude with I got a couple tattoos, and, you know, I got my truck, and I got my goatee, and I'm being judgmental right now, but dime a dozen right here. Dime a dozen in America. I have a medium-sized truck. I'm in my medium-sized 30s, and I'm gonna look like this. Gung-ho. Woohoo! Black flies. Anyway, that's what we're doing to ourselves. We're getting stereotypical. You know, we're making ourselves stereotypical. We're saying, yeah, this is how we are, and this is just how it's going to be. And unfortunately, we can choose so many different paths. We could choose ourselves, we could choose our lives, but what do? We go right back to the same shit, expecting different results. And that's why I had to have this conversation this morning. It's not right, and it's not okay. We're gonna make it as soon as we break it. You know, we can make it as soon as we break it. We can break from our addictions. We can break from the things that are slowly killing us. We have this ability to do some things, and that's the ability that I wanted us to take. So as I get up this morning, and I normally need to go for my hour, it's been a half hour. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let people do what they want, or do what they can, or won't, or whatever. You know, we're all individuals here. Oh shit, somebody's behind me. There's the Maserati. I'm gonna back it up. Of course someone's behind me at the same time I pull in. That's how it works, bro. That's how it works. That's what energy looks like. So I'm gonna just do what my energy said to do, and that's get here early, unpack my shit, load up and load out. I'm gonna do that, but before I leave, make sure that you have a deeper conversation of what's ruling you. That's why I had to do with Saints Addiction. I'm like, what's making me do me? You know, what's making me do the things that I'm doing? And how do I undo some of the things that I'm doing? And that's what I started to do, is undo some of this tragedy that I've befallen on my own life. And I hope we undo the tragedy that's befallen America. And that's my hope this morning. So on my heart from the start, it's your boy Marky saying Saints Addiction, peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Rest in peace, kids.